one, six of one, or half dozen of the other. Today, let's chat about this expression, six of one and a half dozen of the other. This expression actually was first used in writing by Charles Dickens in about 1852, but it had been around since the early 1800s. It means, of course, that six of one thing is the same as a half dozen of another. So it doesn't really matter what we choose, what we decide. If I tell you to get me 6 eggs, it doesn't really matter which 6 eggs you pull out of the carton. Or if I say get me a half dozen eggs, you know that a half dozen eggs is 6 eggs. They're equal. I think of math. Math, of course, we have ways of calculating and figuring things out. And one thing is the same as another. And we can describe it in different ways, but it really doesn't matter. In business, in our businesses, 6 of one, half dozen of another, often, we avoid that because we want to differentiate ourselves. We want to stand out. We don't want to be seen as a commodity like an egg or a wonderful Wisconsin spotted cow beer. We want to stand out and be different. And I guess 6 of one beer or a half a dozen of another spotted cow beer, a lot of people wouldn't think that there's anything special or different about that. Hey, a beer's a beer, a red wine's a red wine. Some people don't differentiate and they think that a thing is just a commodity. An orange is an orange, an apple's an apple. But are they? There's all kinds of varieties of apples and they differentiate themselves because people like different characteristics and features in their apples. We want to do the same thing with our businesses. We don't want to ever be seen as a commodity. We don't want to be seen like 6 of one or half a dozen of another. We always want to be able to call out to people, our customers, those we serve, why we're different, why we're special, why they should do business with us instead of any other accountant or any other service provider or any other product or service. We want to stand out. So we don't want to be seen as the same or there's no difference between us. In business, oftentimes to our customers, the people that we serve, all they really care about is the result that we can get them, the problem we can solve for them. And they don't really necessarily care about how we get that for them or the method as much as they care about actually achieving the result. Now, I contend that as a business owner, I care about how they achieve the result and how the result is achieved within my company as well as for the people that I serve. But some people don't care about that. And that's where ethics and morals and values come in. And some of it's just about the money. Some people, their business is just a means to an end. It's just about making money for themselves. Now, I contend those businesses don't necessarily last very long because people these days, especially, businesses are transparent. People can tell if you really care about them or not by the way you treat them, by your customer service, by your policies and procedures and the rules and the way you deal with them, by the experience they have with your business. If they have a bad experience, guess what? There's 100 or maybe 1,000 or even 10,000 other people or places that can provide them a similar service, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. So you have to be doing something to differentiate yourself. I do that through offers, and the offers that I provide for people, I never just sell a beer or an egg or a product. I always bundle that with other things to satisfy more of my customers, my ideal customers' needs and desires. Sometimes people know what they want as a result, but they don't really know all the steps to get there. It's our job as a service provider or the problem solver to give them what they need in addition to what they want as part of a package of how we solve their problem. A lot of times people that have a problem, they don't know everything that they need to get the result that they want. It's our job to provide them with everything that they need to get the result they want, even though they don't know to ask for it. So, what do you think of this? 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Do you feel like your product or service right now is just a commodity? Do you feel like there are thousands of competitors? If you do, share in the comments below, and I'll give you some tips and ideas of how to overcome that, because it's really so much easier than we're led to believe that it is. It's really easy to stand out and differentiate yourself and your business so that you can supersize and grow and create the organization that you want, to create the impact that you want through your business and with your life. That's it. Have an amazing day. Have a great weekend, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.